Nice. Nice. Welcome back to Under a Bobber Fishing. This is Steve. I'm back here at the crappie pond today and hoping to catch some fish. The water level's pretty low. It was way lower than just a few days ago when I was here last. So we'll see how that affects the fishing. A lot of times, especially in a pond like this, it can be good because then you have the same amount of fish and less water. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start off with some bait under a bobber, and then I will eventually move to some top water and see how that goes. Got one. Now I'm using a new phone holder, so hopefully I'm going to do this in a decent way. Oh, he's a good one. A lot of the bluegill that are in this pond are not very big. However, I did catch my biggest one ever in my life in this pond. So let's see if we can get him on. That's a nice looking one. He's 7.5 inches, so solid bluegill. He's not huge. Look how colorful he is. Super nice. That was the first cast, by the way, and I'm using the black shad Gulp Alive minnow, wacky rigged. There that is. Thank you, buddy. Got one, and he's a good fighter. Well, let's see what we have here. What did we get? Oh my gosh, he's a really good fighter. What's up? Pumpkin seed? Maybe. I think maybe a pumpkin seed. It's not a green sunfish. There's no green sunfish in that at all. There's no orange on the fins. He's a good size. He's 8.5 inches long. And that was a great fight. Excellent, dude. Thank you, buddy. That one right by the bank here. What was it? Green sunfish. Alrighty. There he is. Good grief, dude. You're so slippery. There he is, little guy. Took it hard, though, which is typical of green sunfish, so always appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Got one. Whatever this is, took it the second it hit the water. Let's see what we have. I can't tell yet. That's a green sunfish. Purebred green sunfish. Alrighty. Well, that's pretty typical of how they would take that. He's a good one, too. 8 inches. There he is, 8 inches, aggressive fish. If you've never caught these before, they're fun to catch. Thank you, buddy. I moved to another part of the pond because even though it wasn't like a huge clumps of stuff on the top of the water, it was still enough where I was getting junk on everything, even the stuff under a bobber here. So I moved, and I think second cast I caught this guy. He's a green sunfish, and again, I'll take a green sunfish. Thank you, buddy. Got one. Nice. Nice. He's a fatty. Oh my gosh. Look at that guy. First, let's look at the mouth. He's not super long. But let's see if we can get a good look at him. Where is he? He's what? 11 inches? There he is, 11 inches long. And he slammed that thing. I hope the camera picked it up well, because it was a good strike. Shoot, I'm gonna have to use my pliers. It's just down there, just deep enough where I can't get it. All right. Well, this was really what I was hoping to get today. Oh my gosh, there he is. A bass on the top water. Nice. All right. Thank you, buddy. There it goes. I might have a fish. Oh, he got off? Oh, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh my gosh. All right, well. I told you they were tiny in this pond. Those are, good grief, dude. You got a big heart, I'll tell you that. Little tiny green sunfish, and he went for this gulp of live minnow. That's, I don't know, maybe a third of its body. Probably, maybe even more than that. All right. Thank you, buddy. I got one. Let's see what we got. All right. What is it? It's a green sunfish bluegill hybrid. And he took it on that gulp of live minnow. I lost my black shad one. And I have more of those, but I decided to give this a shot. So there he is. Good looking guy, little tiny guy. Not as tiny as that other one though. Thank you, buddy. I got a fish. Another little, this one's a green sunfish. Oh well. Look at that. Little guy. Got my bait. Thank you, buddy. Got one. So the other fish, the last fish, got my chartreuse gulp of live minnow. So I threw on a black shad gulp of live minnow, and I got another little green sunfish. I'd like to catch a bluegill out of here. They're in here. Caught them before. There he is. Like I said, we're just kind of getting small fish at the moment here. And the reason I stopped fishing at the other place where, I did catch a bass on the top water, but the wind was just getting too crazy. So that's why I moved to the different pond over there, and then I didn't really get anything there. So this is on my way home. I figured I'd just stop, and I always wanted to try and see if the little fish here would actually go for these 1-inch gulp of live minnows, and they're doing it. So anyway, I'm going to fish for a little longer. All right, I'm going to throw it out one more time. I put a piece of gulp earthworm on there and see what we can get with that. I have caught fish here before on that, so that won't be a surprise to catch one, but I just tried some crappie nibbles for a little bit, and the ones I have are a little too soft. I'm going to have to let them somehow dry out a little bit before I use them again. Hopefully they'll firm up, because they were coming off the hook way too easily. Oh, there we go. I got a fish. And he might be nice. Oh, he's pulling hard. What did we get? Oh, wow, that's a nice fish. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's surprising to me. That is a very nice fish. And that is not a purebred sunfish, or a purebred green sunfish rather. That is a hybrid green sunfish bluegill. And he's pretty big. He's 8 inches. That's one of the biggest fish I've ever caught here. So that's cool. Wow. All right. The thing is about this pond, I'm gonna get him off here. And then I'll pontificate. Thank you, buddy. The thing about this pond is I've been fishing here for a couple years now, and the fish are just, you know, after seeing that, they're getting maybe a little bigger. And I just wonder what'll happen, you know, after 10 years maybe. Maybe the fish will just keep getting bigger and bigger. That'd be cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it with that. This is Steve from Under a Bobber Fishing. Until next time. Bye.